Hello everybody. Today I'm going to do a kind of a process video on a altered Shadowbox or craft tray project. And I'm doing a craft swap, and the subject of the craft swap is a summer or beach themed Shadowbox. And my swap partner, she and I talked, and she doesn't care whether it is a big shadow box, a little shadow box, a deep shadow box, a shallow tray type shadow box. She wanted a beach theme, kind of a rustic, as faded out beach house, weathered wood type colors, which is fine by me. So to start off with, I have a 7 Gypsies 4x6 photo tray. And that means that each of these compartments is 4x6, and there's 6 compartments. And unfortunately, when I bought my shadow box, the store didn't have any white. Well, I couldn't find white ones anywhere, so I'm just going to have to paint this black one. But as you can see, it's got a nice little kind of a pewter little handle, and I'm going to take the handle off. I'm going to clean it up, lightly sand it, and then I'm going to paint it to give it a nice weathered wood beachy look. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to do a coat of tan acrylic paint, and then I'm going to do a coat of crackle medium, and then I'm going to do a coat of oyster white acrylic paint, so it'll have a nice weathered, crackled wood look to it. And I found the perfect papers to work with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make 6 individual different, imagine oversized artist trading cards or greeting card fronts. So it's going to be 6 little pieces mounted into the shadow box. I'm going to embellish it with some things on the outside of the frame once I'm done. And the paper pad that I found, this is a Paper Studio beach house, and this one, I found this at Hobby Lobby. I've actually been looking at this for quite some time. It is 180 pages, and it was $20. They had all of their paper packs, pads, stacks, half price. So normally I wouldn't have bought a stack, especially a big stack, because I have enough that I just only have used a few pieces out of. But for this specific project, it gave me an excuse to get this particular pack that I've been looking at for a long time. And it's got the perfect colors. And I'll flip through this so that you can see. It's got all these beautiful kind of faded, distressed, rustic, kind of beach house themes. There's just some textures, and there's some prints, and it's really, really perfect for this project and for what my partner wants. And also I really like these colors and patterns too, so this is something I'm looking forward to using in my own projects. And I also bought a linen closet die cut with a view cardstock stack. It's got a lot of colors that go with the beach house stack. You can see. And this kind of has a linen-y texture to most of the cardstock. On one side is smooth. I don't know if you can see, one side is linen texture. And then up at the front, there's some glitter texture pages and some pearlized texture pages. And then I also found a woven stack, which this one looks like it is impressed with gauze texture. And this one, it only comes in this craft brown and kind of a off-white, but I thought this would be good also. And then when I was looking through products I already had, I found that I had got a neutral cardstock stack, and it has a lot of colors that'll coordinate with the beach house pattern paper stack. So I am completely set for my papers. And then now, what am I going to do to embellish this thing? I'm going to duck into the frame for a minute and pull all my embellishments. So the first thing I did was I got a bag of seashells, because what is a beach project without seashells? And rather than go to the beach and pick up seashells, I just bought a bag of seashells. Same thing with a bag of sand. Rather than just go to the beach and scoop up some sand, which is going to smell like the beach, I just got a bag of decorating sand, and I like to use these in candle jars anyway, so I could use that as well. I also got some kind of burlap white flowers, and I gotten this in a Secret Sister swap where we swap presents and craft supplies. I got some burlap flowers and then a piece of burlap ribbon, wide ribbon, and this would work really well. And I bought Tim Holtz Ideology linen ribbon. To me, this looks like very beachy and weathered, and I thought that would be really good to use. I also had in my craft supply box, I don't know where these came from or when I got them. They're little distressed wood frames, but they have the colors in the stacks that I'm going to use. And I had some leftover kind of just muslin fabric flowers, which, okay, they kind of go, they'll work. And I don't know if I'm going to end up using these things or not. I was just pulling anything that could remotely had this kind of weathered texture look. I have these architecture embellishments that a friend of the family gave me when she stopped doing scrapbooking. I may end up using this one, but they're nice and textured, and I think this would work really nice on one of the panels. And then I had bought some of the Shabby Chic Treasures by Prima little frames. I think maybe I might try to use one of the frames, maybe distress it a little. And it's something to think about. I also lucked out and found on clearance for $1.20 packs of acrylic white feathers. And I immediately thought seagull feathers, you know, white sun-bleached feathers on a beach, so that'll work. And then I have a little pack of kind of canvas pennant pieces. That might work. I've got plenty of different colors of twine and fibers, and I'm not going to drag those out unless I know I'm going to use them. I have a little sand dollar. I bought it at a beach shop, at a surf shop, so I'll probably use that somewhere. And then there was a pack of cardstock stickers, Stickabilities stickers, that coordinate with the beach house paper stack. And I snapped those up because I'm definitely going to use those. And I thought about maybe using either the Shabby Chic frame or the wood frames around some of these little pieces. So that's what I have to work with. My little kit, more or less, put together. And I will go step by step in how I do this and let you guys see what I'm doing. I won't be posting this until my partner gets her Shadowbox, because I don't know what she watches on YouTube, and it's going to be a surprise. So y'all will be looking for this probably around mid-June. And in a minute, I will come back and show you how I'm going to do the painting. Hello. So as you can tell from my voice, I am just now getting over being sick. I was intending on doing a process video showing exactly how I did every bit of my Shadowbox, but I was just too sick. So this is the finished product, and it is a beach-themed Shadowbox in kind of weathered, neutral, distressed-looking colors. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom in, move the camera closer, try not to do as much wiggling it. And on the top, on the left, I used the paper from the beach house stack, and I used some little Maya Road canvas pennants, and I used the coordinating beach house stickers, cardstock stickers. That's the seashell part. And then the linen closet die cuts with a view, I believe, solid paper. And then the center has, again, the Beach House pattern paper, the Beach House cardstock stickers, the linen closet solid cardstock, and then I can't remember the brand of the little feathers, but they're just some resin cast feathers. And then the right hand side, again, same product list, the Beach House pattern paper, Beach House cardstock sticker, can't remember, it's the Hobby Lobby House brand, I think it's, I have no idea, I'm sorry. Anyway, it's the brand that Hobby Lobby carries is the burlap flower. The little wooden frame, I have no idea where that came from. I've had that in my craft stash for over 10 years. And then moving down to the bottom set of compartments, left hand side, again, Beach House products, linen closet, solid paper, and then a little sand dollar I got at a beach shop in Galveston at Murdoch's. Was it Murdoch's Pier? The center, same product list. The little piece of burlap ribbon, I got that from in a swap, so I have no idea on the origin of that. And then cell on the right. The twine on either side of the solid cardstock is Tim Holtz, and I don't know the little resin frame. That was something I got in a swap too, so I don't remember that. But on some of the paper I used mist, and it's the Mr. Huey, and it was a gray color. On some of them I used various Ranger Distress inks, and on some of them I sanded the edges. This was all very simple, just cutting and distressing and using ink to edge the pieces, and then attaching them together and inserting them into the Shadowbox, which I painted. And I was going to try to do a crackle finish. I'll go ahead and try not to wiggle the camera too much. And the back, it's just too humid where I live, and I couldn't get the crackle paint to work for me, or maybe it was old crackle paint. So the back, in order to cover up where I messed up, I took a page out of the Beach House pattern paper pad, and that had some really neat kind of old illustrations of sea life, and I just pasted it on the back just to cover it up and give it some color. I don't know if my swap partner is going to hang it from the hook on top, or if she's going to put it on an easel on a table. I wanted to make sure that it looked decent front and back. So that is my Shadowbox, and I will be posting this video after the swap is complete, so that I don't know if my swap partner watches the videos. That way it'll still be a surprise for her.